the live talk of life talk show. So tonight we're going to be doing chit chat. It always sounds funny when I say it. Then it sounds funny. It really does. But anyway,
Like chit chat.
yeah, it sounds like I'm saying something else. Chit chat, whatever. Well, we're going to be chat. But we love to have fun on this show, and we always love to have some kind of topic to talk about. At the spur of the moment, we can always come up with something juicy and hot, sexy to talk about. That's what we do on the Talk of Life Talk Show. All right, but before we get started, we always have to have our scripture walk by Kimberley. Okay, so Kimberley is going to do our scripture walk. You ready, Kimberley? Hey, that's some good music, Carlos. Otis. All right. Okay, the scripture is Philippians 1:6. Do y'all know what that is?
Yes.
What is it?
Finish what you start.
Finish what you start. That's our short
That's
version.
what it
of
say.
it.
I was going to say it's a little longer than that.
Yes, it is. It's a little longer, but that's our short version, Tera.
Finish what you start.
It's finish what you start. And that means what?
Finish
What you start. And then we have this guy says
No
here,
procrastination.
you never give up on your dreams, but you always finish what you start. Okay? But never give up on your dreams. We have a lot of people that gives up and want to quit over the littlest thing, but we want you to always finish what you start and never give up. Because 2025 might be one of your best years.
Yay.
So you better enjoy it before something else comes
It's
up.
my year.
All righty. Thank you, Kimberley. Okay, let's see what's going to happen next. What's going to happen? Look, he's watching. Otis is watching.
Ooh, all right, Carlos. All right, Otis.
Now he cut it back off after you done sat down.
He's just a hater. He's
going
just a
to cut it.
hater.
Yeah.
He's just a hater.
I don't know why Otis always does
Trying to
that.
steal my moment.
Otis always try to do something to mess with Kimberley, though. But anyway, tonight we're just going to be talking about different topics and stuff that's going on in the world today. So if you do have a topic that you would like for us to discuss, please inbox me or contact one of these ladies, and we will discuss your topic if it's decent and in order, and if it's topicable.
Yeah, talkable.
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 Topicable.
Hey, that's what we need to call it. Talkable. Talkable
I like
moments.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
talkable. That's a good
talkable
one.
Oh, you
moment.
created
That's a
I
good
know,
one,
I always
Elma.
read
That was
topical.
good.
I create good words. I used to be a cursor, and I was creating my own cuss words. So now I'm creating words for the talk show. Okay, so tonight that was a good one. We're gonna call it talkable.
Talkable moments or talkable.
Yeah. So we'll do your topic if it's talkable. Okay. So tonight we have this one that Kimberly always send me these good ones on TikTok. So we want to hear what you say about this one, if I can find it. Okay. Here it goes.
Car broke down. Now, wife, you don't mind. It's okay. Yo, sure, you know, it's what it is. I'll be over there in like 15 minutes. Don't worry, girl, I got you. Alright. Babe, my ass car broke down on the road. I know it's 12:41 a.m., but I gotta go help her out.
Explain to me why you think that's a good idea.
The car broke down on the road. Well, she's gonna call.
Are you a mechanic?
Am I her friend? Yes.
Are you a CAA?
Am I her friend? It's 12:41. You want me to leave her on the road?
She can call somebody else to help her.
Babe, I gotta go. What's the problem?
It's not a good idea.
What's the problem?
The problem is that it's midnight and you're trying to leave your house to go help a girl in the middle of nowhere when you're not a mechanic. Your car doesn't. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna fix the car? What is your plan?
I'm not leaving her on the side of the road. Like I'll tell you that we've been friends ever since I was 3 years old. There's no way I'm leaving mine on the side of the road. No.
Why would she call you of all people?
Because she knows I'm her friend and I will be there for
She
her.
doesn't have other friends?
I don't know. Of course she has other friends. I'm her most reliable friend. I'm
Tell her
most
to call
reliable.
those other friends.
I'm her most reliable friend.
So she knows that you're reliable and that you would do it, but you're not doing it. So tell her to try out her other friendships and ensure that those
You
other
know her, it's not that serious.
You're absolutely
You know our
not.
friendship already. It's not that serious. I'm about to help her and come back and we know what it is. Like I'm about to help her.
The doors will be locked by the time you get back. Don't go back.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
That was some that I don't know. Now some of the people were saying that why don't he takes his wife with him? Others asking the same question, why are you going back out? So
Why are you going back out?
Yeah, why are you going back out? Because, you know,
Like he a teenager.
and then somebody, one of them, huh?
Like he's a small kid. Why you going back out? Why
Yeah.
you get your homework done before you came home?
So
They sound like
the
a
top of the one is husband best friend, a girl, calls him after 12 a.m. because she has a flat tire. Who's in the wrong, the husband or the wife? Okay?
That was his wife?
Mhm.
Because she sounded like a girlfriend. That didn't sound like he didn't treat
No,
her
that's
like
his
a
wife. That was the wife that he,
He
was
wasn't
talking
talking to her like that, and that was his wife.
That was his wife.
'Cause he was
but the
talking to her like
girlfriend
she was
called
just a
him.
beast.
The girlfriend called him at 12:41. I think that's what she said.
Well, that's in the morning.
12:41. Yeah, early in the morning. That's midnight hours.
Yeah.
Late in the
Midnight hours. So
God's gonna
Gonna
turn
turn
this,
it around.
what would you
God's
do?
gonna turn it around. That's
God
what she
gonna
should
turn
have
it
been
around.
calling on.
God did turn
God's
it
gonna
around.
turn
Well,
it around.
Right
then,
about that.
who is God gonna use to fix her flat tire?
She should have prayed. She should have prayed about that. She should have prayed about the
First
right
of all-
person to call. First
Okay,
of
so
all.
what do you think, Sister?
was
London is
legit.
our sex therapist. Let's see
Yeah,
what
let's
she
hear what the
says.
sex therapist got.
What the sex
He
therapist
will not
say?
be getting no more.
There's a junior sex
Tera,
therapist.
Tera,
Don't
why
say
you
it,
say
don't
that?
say
She
it.
said she was.
He lost his wife that day, baby. She said the doors was locked.
She said they lied.
She said the doors are locked, but this is his friend, y'all, that he said he's been knowing ever since she was 3 years old. Please put your comments at the bottom of the screen, okay? Because we sometimes like to evaluate these topical topics. So put your comments at the bottom of the screen. Okay, mother, what do you say?
I say,
Oh, say.
okay, they known each other for three.
Ever since she was 3 years old.
Why hasn't the wife met this friend?
Or how did,
I mean,
how'd she met
why
her?
did they
Oh,
not
yeah,
enter? No, she act like she didn't
No,
know
she
who
didn't know her.
was.
Evidently, she
her.
doesn't know her from the
And
conversation.
first of all,
I created something.
why you calling me at 12:45 or 1:05?
12:41.
12:41 in the morning when
Uh-huh.
I should have been asleep with my wife beside me. And no, that's wrong for her to do that. And the other thing is, if she was going to do that, she should have said, "Can I talk to your wife for a minute to see, if it's okay for you to come and change my flat?" And she can come with you, and to see that I'm on the up and up.
That's respect.
But the thing is, what time did that flat happen?
Wow.
Well, I don't know,
you have to
sister.
realize
The
what
air
time did that
pressure
flat
went
happen.
low.
Yeah.
Or was it even low?
Thank you.
From
It
the
might
Was
not
it
go.
even a flat?
Ooh.
And then they might invest in one of them flat kits.
She gonna
you
have
know.
to get some aside from that man.
Don't they
Yeah.
have
They
run
keep
flats
doing that.
nowadays?
Or called AAA. They open 24 hours.
Why she ain't got no run flat?
Thank you.
Oops.
Why she got what?
She need a man.
Wow.
But
It's
like
a
the
long
wife
line
said,
for
why is
those.
she calling you at this time of night? She doesn't have any other friends.
I'm in agreement with
I'm
that.
in agreement on that
too.
point. Why are you calling him and you don't have any other friend? So does it put doubt in the wife's
Of course it
mind
did.
that they could be messing around or something?
I think it creates conflict between the wife and the best friend if there is to ever be a relationship there, because that's you overstepping boundaries. There should be a boundary there.
Yes.
She shouldn't be calling you 12:41.
But
And
they
she
were
has a
friends,
best
Tara,
friend.
since he was
I
3
don't
years old. You
care.
can't understand
I
that?
have friends since I'm not gonna call nobody at 12:41, especially not a man
Right.
that has a wife to come help me at 12:41 in the morning.
But that's your best friend.
I don't care.
Best?
Not
No,
that I don't
that's
care.
his
I
best
would
friend.
not. I would
Right?
not.
Who
His-
best friend?
That's the
his-
husband best friend.
But I wouldn't call my best friend, who is a guy, to come get me at 12:41 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing as he has a girl, a wife, or whatever you create, why would you do that?
Creating
But
habits.
that's a good question because one of y'all said, well, why hasn't she ever met
Yeah, the best
the,
friend.
the woman that
Did
he's
it-
talking to?
Well, first, I didn't know how long they been married. Was the best friend at the wedding? Was the best friend the best
She
girl?
should have met her by now if that's his wife.
Yeah, how long were they married?
doubt
Because
it.
he said it that but see, he was explaining to her, we've been friends since we were 3 years old.
I don't care
So
if you've
why
been
haven't
friends when
you
y'all at birth.
it brought your friend over so your wife
should-
could
they
meet your
should've
friend
met.
since y'all been friends for 3 years old?
Thank you.
I'm just trying to be the devil advocate right now.
And then you
That's
have
Kim's
but
job.
you see, you
Oh,
have
that's
a lot of
Kim ain't doing a good job
You're
tonight
not doing a
on
good
this
job
one.
tonight, Kim.
you have a lot of best friends
I say no.
that probably best friends that's probably
You say
been
no on
friends
what,
with the
Kim?
mom and
What?
maybe friends with his mom. She been in his life all this time. So who knows? She's probably trying to break him up. She probably feels like he
Sneaky
shouldn't
link.
be with her anyway.
Snake
But
at
if
lane.
they
She probably
best
know
friend.
because she probably know this on the day of his wedding. I should have really talked to him. We
But
should
you
be
have to-
together.
but Tara, you
and
come
now
on.
you want to ask him.
Come
to
on.
Tara. You have to look at this part. They
Okay.
are best friends.
Since they were 3 years old.
No intimacy in between that
I don't
until
know.
maybe at the last minute, or maybe they did
I
tap
don't
it.
know.
Maybe he has tapped it.
Because
and then-
men like them friends with benefits.
Yeah,
And
that's
what is
true.
friends with
But
benefits?
then,
Do you
like,
all know
they
what
might
friends
not-
with benefits are?
The coochie benefit every now and then from your friend.
I haven't heard that word in years.
Coochie.
Yeah. Wow. Is that
But
a new
everybody,
slang?
but everybody will know about the coochie.
That's the benefit.
But the thing is, if they was gonna be married, then they should have gotten married instead of involving an individual that do not know
Exactly.
anything about his history with this woman. And if you my best friend, my wife or my husband gonna know that we are best friends. But there's a limit to being a best friend. There's a limit. I mean, you just can't call me at no 12:42 because I like my sleep. I'm sorry, I like my sleep, and
And do we gotta go to work the next morning? Why is he calling that man? He need to be asleep.
it might have been the weekend.
So what do you feel about the wife when she was asking him, are you a mechanic? She said, you're a mechanic. How you gonna fix it? But it's
I think
just
she
a
was
flat
being
tire.
really. I think she was being fair. I
so
think she
do
was
I.
being
Good
more than
questions.
fair.
Yeah.
But it was just a flat tire.
Forget that flat
How
tire.
far out is the flat tire?
I told you.
Yeah, and what time? So you putting yourself in the wife position where she's asking all. But he said, they asked, was the husband wrong? Was the wife wrong? What do you think on this? And some of them was saying that, man, why didn't you take your wife with you? Just solve it like that. Why
Yeah.
couldn't you take the wife with you?
But you shouldn't have to take your wife with you. You
shouldn't
shouldn't
go.
even be going.
because
There
that's
you
not
go.
her
Good
problem.
point.
And one, why is she the best friend and not the wife?
I don't like the way he talked to her. For one, he didn't talk to her like she was his wife. He talked to her like she was an option.
He talked to her aggressively.
He did. He talked to her like either I don't give a dang who you are. I'm going. I don't care where you can stay or go, whatever it is. But I'm going to go help my friend.
Well, that's what he said. He said, I'm going to help her because I'm not leaving her out there.
Well, first of all, she shouldn't have been out there
He's
at that time of night.
immature. He's immature. That ain't no grown man. That's a baby right there.
What's up, man?
But wait a minute, he said, what's up, man? Oh, that was her name, I guess.
Go back, play it again. Play it one more time, Elma.
Let's see.
Car broke down? Nah, wifey won't mind. It's okay. I'm sure.
He said, my
Wifey
wifey
don't
don't
mind.
mind.
I'll be over there in like 15 minutes. Don't worry, girl. I got you. Alright.
Okay? So he sit there and told the woman
His
that my
wifey
wifey don't mind.
Without even consulting.
Without even consulting her.
The wifey.
And she's sitting there listening to him like it was nothing. I mean, like he act like she wasn't nothing.
But
And
the way his
his
speech
attitude.
is, he's like his Nigerian or
Jamaican.
Jamaican, yeah. And his wife sounds like she's American. So you got an issue right there.
Why? No, no.
Because Nigeria, I mean, they're very aggressive.
You're right.
They're gonna do whatever they want to do.
Well, you see, he did it. He said, I'm going. And she said, what? I'm going to lock the door. The door be locked. Like he doesn't have a key to get back in.
That you know what he said that would have been my ex-husband,
Unless
which
you
is
got a
why
boat.
he's an ex right now.
Unless
Why?
you got
That
a
would have
boat.
been. That
Tera.
would have because he feels like he because he was controlling, and whatever he says goes. So if he feel like he want to go out there and do whatever, and get her. That should be it. Nobody else should say anything about it. That's it. It's done. Because he's the head of the house. That's his.
But just because he's the head of the house, does that give him the right to leave and go without?
So he saw. So
without consulting his
that
wife?
would have been him.
Well,
which is why
did
he's
consult
an
her.
ex-wife.
He told her.
He told her.
You know how they
He told her.
How you gonna tell me?
You know how they told us we're voluntold. So he told her, I'm going.
Yeah, he told
And that's
her.
something she would probably have to work out
With-
I don't know their relationship, but she would have to work it out where she don't break up the family or allow this to break up the
There you
family
go.
and find a way
Right.
to talk about it.
Right.
Where if this person is trying to destroy their household because the other person could be feeling some kind of way, like she feels close to him, she's a damsel in distress.
Those are those red flags, though.
And he may not be emotionally intelligent to know that it's a red
Yeah,
flag.
for real.
And so she has to then decide,
Whether to kick you to the curb or because.
she just has to have some wisdom
You gotta
in
go.
deciding whether or not how she's going to handle this moving forward when he returns. Is she going to tear up her house? I mean, is he worth it? Is this the second time, third time, 15th time? What time is it? Is she going to just put it in the back of her mind and deal with it later? No, I don't think the friend should have called. I had a friend call years ago, and before she passed, asked me to ask Keith. It was probably 1 in the morning. Asked Keith to, can you ask Keith to come pick me up? I think it was off at 8:20 somewhere. And I already knew in my mind Keith Jeffries is not gonna get up. Because he done already told me if you out past a certain time, you call AAA. Don't even call me. Because I told you to be in the house at this time.
That's smart.
That's Keith Jeffries. He said, I told you to be in the house at this time. You out past this time, I'm not getting up. And I just tried to tell him the sweetest way, honey, I'll go ask him, but I know he just looked at me and turned the other way and went on back to sleep. And she eventually called me because I didn't know how to tell her.
Who was he, a friend or what?
Yeah, she a long time friend now. Her and Keith, they watch football together, man. They know all football. They do all. They
All that
love
together,
football
but
together.
But Keith turned over and didn't even go.
He won't go and pick up nobody. Maybe at 9 o'clock, but this was like 12, 1 o'clock. I said, well, I guess I could go ask Sebring. And before I went to ask Sebring, she was like, no, that's okay. I'll get somebody else to do it. I could tell she was frustrated. I said, look, here I am trying to persuade Keith to get up out of bed because I wanted to go help her because she's good people. But
you was gonna go with Keith, right?
no,
Or you weren't gonna go with Keith?
I was tired. I was trying to get him to go. 'Cause, I mean, I didn't feel that way about her. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like if I sent him to pick up Linda or you. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't need to
But the
go.
thing
But you know us and you knew her, right?
Right.
But this woman said sound like she didn't even know this woman that he's going.
But if
to
they
fix
married,
it for.
she had to be at the wed.
But if the thing
Not
is,
necessarily. 'cause
Well, if
I'm-
she ain't at the wed, she
she
ain't
ain't
no
at the
good
wed-
friend.
no, she's not. But the thing is that she asked you.
Yes.
She didn't go through him.
Yeah, she didn't go through Keith.
No, she asked Kim.
Well, if she
And-
called his phone, he won't go answer anyway.
Right. but but the thing is, she showed
She respected
respect
you
for
first.
Yeah,
you.
there was respect there.
This lady didn't have no respect.
But she should have already known if this is a bestie. She should have already known the bestie. To me.
No, she didn't know this woman's.
She should have already known this bestie
That's
because
what
she
I
close
think.
enough for him to get up in less than 5 minutes to go pick her up. He should have already.
15 minutes.
15 minutes. I'll be there in 15
Oh
minutes.
yeah, she should already know that.
Which is
bestie.
not, of course, it sounds staged anyway. It's probably not a real video, but still, I guess the thing.
that's
And
a
I
good
think
question,
yeah, these
though.
are just good questions because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
next
question.
because the next one is wait a minute. The next one was who's in the wrong? Husband is upset because wife has too many male friends. That was the next one.
That was the next
So there are
one, too.
questions like where at.
So the wife has too many male friends.
That was the next one.
Oh, that was the next
If you go to the
TikTok.
next one, if y'all want to go to the next question, play.
But let's finish this one first. Who do you all think was wrong? The man, the husband, or the wife? Put your answer in the bottom of the screen and let us know what you think on this. So to ball
The
this one up.
friend.
Friend?
The friend was
The
wrong.
friend.
Okay, so
definitely.
we all think that the friend
She
was
was wrong for even calling.
because
Yeah.
she shouldn't have been calling this person at that time of night without even knowing the wife.
Not
That's
even
what we're
talking to the
looking at, or
wife.
talking to the wife. Okay, so now the next one, it was another one.
You want me to play it?
Yeah, play that one. Okay.
All right,
go.
that sounds good in the background. We ain't got no music in the background, Otis. He back there asleep. Okay, here it is.
As long as you're in this marriage,
Wait a minute.
as long as you're in this marriage, you're not allowed to have no other male friend but me. I don't care about what kind of best friends you may have had, all the dudes you were hanging around with before. That's over and done with. The only male friend or male person you're gonna talk to in this marriage is me. Can you do that? Yes or no?
I cannot do that.
Can you do that? Yes or no?
I said
What?
no.
What do you mean
Why
no?
do you think I should only have male friends? I don't get
Because
along with females.
Too bad for you.
That's
Figure it out.
Men
Figure
are
it
great.
out. That's the problem.
All
You need to have women that you can look up to and be around. Like, that's the problem. You're around here hanging around with all these little ratchet little girls. Find you some wives, man. Like, figure it out. I don't want no guys around.
All of my guy friends are platonic friendships, and we just have great conversation. That should not be a
I don't
problem.
care
Why are
about
you?
platonic and great conversations. Yo, I don't trust no guy.
Are you
No guy,
insecure?
period. I'm not insecure.
Are you insecure
I'm not
enough?
insecure. I'm very secure.
So then, what is the issue?
I don't want no problems. So point bad period.
Why
That's
would there
what
be
it is.
problems?
You're setting yourself up for problems.
How am I setting myself up?
You want to be around. Why do you want to be around guys?
Because they're my friends.
It doesn't
They
matter.
have good
I'm your
insight.
friend. I'm your friend. I'm your friend. Let that be known. I'm your friend. That's it. You want to be in this? That I'm your friend. I'm your only friend. I'm your best friend. I'm your husband. I'm your everything. And point bad period.
It's giving insecure.
All right,
You need to
figure it
work
out
on yourself.
No, you need
That's
to work
what
on
you
yourself.
need to do.
That's your problem. You want to be around too much guys. Why you want to be around too much guys? You're up to something. You're up to
He
something.
said she's
Get
up
your
to
mind out
something.
the gutter.
All right, you keep
How
it up.
about that?
Fix up, man. You're a wife. Act like it. As long as you're in this marriage, you're not allowed to have no other male friend.
Wow.
but me.
Is
I
that
don't care about
Nigerian?
what-
Oh, they didn't
Oh,
say.
I don't know what he is.
Oh, okay.
That's Nigerian.
Must-
He said she can't have any male friends at all, right? Is that what he's saying? She can't have any male friends at all. What do you all think about that? Not any
She need to wife up. He want her to wife up. She can't have no male
friends
friends.
at all.
He the only one.
He's the only
He don't want a
one.
bruised ego.
Gosh,
He don't want a
that's
bruised
crazy.
ego.
He didn't want. He says that she asked him was he insecure because she had male friends, and he said you don't need any male friends. So what do you think?
Well, she might need female friends.
We say two.
That's what he said.
But he didn't say nothing about him having female
I
friends.
think he's controlling.
That is a lot.
Well, he said that's
sounds
it.
controlling.
Very controlling, telling her what she was and what not gonna do.
That's it. He's,
You know.
could he be a narcissist?
He could be.
A narcissist.
Yeah.
Narcissist, you know.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
know,
For one, you ain't my daddy. You ain't gonna talk to me. You
Woo,
ain't gonna tell
come on,
me.
Tera. Come on, Tera.
What
Came
you
out.
for one? You need to
she said, "You what? What, Tera? Did it? What, Tera?
Get it out
fix your
there.
tone. Fix how you talking to me. I'm grown. You're not talking to a kid.
Come on, Tera.
But see, but
We
is
need
it-
either we can come to a compromise as okay, am I gonna have male friends? Am I gonna go on about my business? What you can't. There's only there's two options.
I wonder did
Either
he
you
know
don't
about
want to be with me because I have too many male friends, or I mean, you leave that to me because I'm an adult. I make my own
his
decisions.
wife. He said that
I
his
still
wife
I am
cannot
grown.
have male friends, Tera.
I am an adult.
But you are also married to this man, so who's gonna come first?
which might be the problem.
So I wondered did they discuss this
Well, it
before
might
they
be the
got
issue.
married?
Woo.
That she had these friends, or did they wait till they got married and she brought all these friends up to him? I have a lot of male friends. You know, sometimes I think you need to discuss things before you get
Get
married.
married.
I
I
think
mean,
you ought
yeah.
to
I
have
think that should be
some
part
kind
of the marriage counseling.
something to bring in something because he don't want her to feel there with no male friends, and I guess she gonna tell him you can't have no women friends.
Got to.
Then they ain't gonna have no friends unless they couples. I guess they gonna have to be couples.
Well, they
or
could get in a
something.
couple group,
but
a
that might be
religious couple
boring.
group.
I don't want to be with you and the couples all the time. I might just want to go out and do my thing.
But do what thing with who?
with
I
your male
don't know,
friends.
with a male friend, a female friend.
You know, go and play.
Go out, have a nice
and also,
friends
he
night.
could go with her.
No, he can't go. He can't go.
Tara say he can't go with her.
It's my night.
Kara say she can't go. He can't go
You
with
got
her.
to compromise.
playing, I'm
You
just
got to
playing.
compromise.
Okay, but we have to define friendship.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm
No,
not.
no, you ain't saying it
Tara
wrong.
just fine.
So you
But
got.
however,
What is
I do
friendship?
I do have my night. I have my one night. It's on Friday, and that will be a prerequisite in any relationship I get in. I don't.
Oh, your one night is
Sometimes
Friday
you
being by
can
yourself or with who you want to be with.
I'm by myself. I roll solo, but wherever I go, I mean, I might link up with friends too. Who knows? But it's my Friday. That's me.
So that's what you gonna say when you get into a relationship.
Yeah, before. Yeah.
Okay, so you gonna let them know before though.
Yeah.
You're not gonna wait till afterward and
No, I'm
say,
not gonna-
hey,
I'm not gonna wait
Friday
till
night is
after."
my night only. I don't want to be bothered with
I
you.
no, I do not.
Even if that's your husband.
With my kids, they gotta come looking for me.
So Friday night is your night for Tara. That's you.
So then he could, okay.
But what about you being married, Tara?
it's still
That's
a
gonna be
night.
said before then. I
Okay,
mean,
you
if
gonna
we, if
tell
we
them
got an
before
issue,
then.
but if that's an issue, then we might not need to get married.
But are they male friends involved? You going out with?
no, I don't think not. No, I don't. I
You
don't
just
have.
want a
I
night.
don't really
You just
have
want a
male
night
friends.
for yourself.
Self. You want a
Oh
night for
yeah,
yourself.
I'm 100%
That's
for
good. I like
that.
that.
He should be sending you away for the
But
weekend for
it's
yourself.
known when I go shoot pool, where I go shoot pool, I have friends there.
Right.
And then when you say friends, you talking
It's
about
some
men
male
or women?
friends. There's some.
Kim said you talking about men or women.
There's some men friends there. There's women friends there. There's a lot of people. We have this. We're like cheers. It's like a family
You just
family
have
bar,
fun.
and we just did we all
Just
there
play.
with each other. We're
Right.
we're
Okay.
there. We're
Would you take your husband there?
yeah, most definitely.
Okay, but
but
that's
if
not
he,
your
Fridays.
but
Just a night.
Let me say not on Friday night.
you ain't gotta come over, brother.
Everything on Friday.
Just leave me be on Friday.
Right.
We can go out on Saturday. We cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. As long as
Let
you
me do
talking
my
about
thing.
it before you get into a committed relationship, I could see that. But he's definitely telling her she can't have no friend, no male friends at all.
at
She
all.
can only have
But what
women
is
friends.
you have to define, because I don't have male friends.
I don't either.
I don't have male friends. I don't have there's
I
no
had
male
male
numbers
friends.
there are no men's numbers in my
I mean,
phone that I call just to
I've
shoot the
always
breeze
had
with.
male
still have
friends
male
because I
friends.
preferred having
have,
male friends over women friends.
Linda, you still
but
single?
not after After I got
You still
married,
single?
everything was gone out the
I-
window.
I
I don't have
still-
no friends.
I still have male
But that's
friends.
different. That's
I have male friends, but that's just it. We're friends.
well, they were talking about the confinement of marriage.
Oh, in the marriage,
Yeah,
I
you talking
still
about this
had
couple.
him when I was married.
I've never done that.
Mm-hmm.
I do not have male friends.
But he knew about it.
I know men,
Uh-huh.
but they're not my friends.
Friends,
Their
like
numbers aren't
associates
in
or
my
somebody like
phone.
that?
Their numbers aren't in my phone. And when you define, how are you defining it? People that you call and you shoot the breeze with on the phone, or you're
Yeah.
out with them somewhere and y'all all get together and rat-tat-tally or whatever. No, I don't do that. I've never
All
done
of
that.
my male
Oh,
friends
well,
got wives now, so
well,
they ain't even
yeah,
friends
he-
no more.
He's been married for
acquaintance.
what? He and Janet
So it's
been
just really
married
defining
for
defining
what-
what it is and what it is to each
Yeah,
person.
they've been married for
Now, I'm not
45
necess-
years. So, and she know me and I know her, and we talk. But the thing is that he's my friend. I've known him, that magic word, since elementary school. Now he lives in Chicago, so
But you know his wife.
I
right?
know his wife and his
wife know you.
family, and
Yeah,
his-
that's different.
But that's
Yeah.
different though.
Yeah.
But when he's trying to just make her not have any male friends,
And I can
period.
understand that because sometimes
It's
when
not.
you have male friends and people, you don't know when someone else is feeling some type of way.
Mm-hmm.
You really don't. Whether it's a male or a female, and you don't know when she may be googly eyes, he may be googly
Mm-hmm.
eyes, or there just may be that moment that they're standing there talking about something that's really intimate, and it brings in some type of
Spirit.
Yeah.
well, I don't know if it's a spirit, but just something happens in the soul where you're just feeling some kind of way about this person,
true.
and you then
'Cause you never
think that
attraction,
this
you never
right.
know.
You never know when someone is attracted to you and they take something that you say that's just a kind word,
Out of context.
and the next thing you know, well, he's in love with me and she's bringing him cookies down the walkway or baking him something because he said he really likes my cooking and he really likes this. So now she's all into this, thinking, oh, that's my husband too, and I just.
Oh, hell no.
And you just don't, and it can happen with the man. He could be upset, and it could happen with couples too as well.
It can happen with anything when the
Anybody.
spiritual realm get into it. If you look at it like that, the spirits can attract you to do certain things too. You
Right.
know,
To
so
just interfere
you
with
know,
something.
so
Because the guy had told me a few months ago, he said, you got to be careful with that guy. Even though that's your friend's husband, he acts like he feels some kind of way about you. Well, I never thought that all these years.
but another man picked that up.
He said, you need to be careful. Because what he said didn't.
Didn't
And he
sound
didn't say
add up.
anything that seemed inappropriate. He just said, you need to watch that. So I've been looking.
Watching to see
I don't
what
know
he
what's going
said,
over there in the
why.
house.
But you're
So
right.
you don't know
should.
what. Maybe
Yeah.
sometimes people try to invite you to a threesome, a foursome, a sixsome.
yeah.
You don't know how couples
That's
swing
true.
out, couples
They do.
swing in,
Right.
couples swing back, couples
Yeah.
swing low, high. But
She
you
said
don't,
that.
you don't
Low,
know what
high,
people
and
are
low.
thinking. And
That's
he just said,
true.
you just need to pay attention.
You have, like the, you know, you have to pay a close attention to your surroundings
Right.
and stuff like that, and then you don't put yourself in a position where it make you vulnerable too. You know, so you have to really be careful.
Because you would
with
think, as long as I've known, Elma, how many times I've been in your house?
No.
Ain't invited me one time.
No.
And how many times have I been around Apostle?
And he
Apostle,
didn't even
ain't
give you
talk.
no dinner
He
at
ain't-
that
I was
funeral
trying to get
thing.
something, get him to give me an extra plate at the funeral. He kept right on going. He kept right on going. He ain't look bad. I mean, I was trying, hey, can you go get me the other chicken in there? So he kept right on going, bye. He threw that hand up, bye.
And when I was telling, he said, "I ain't heard that."
I say he heard nothing
I
she
told
said.
him, I said, "You know he can't hear what it was
Yeah,
here." He said, "I would have gone back in there and got him some." But you know that's a good thing to talk about, because see, I look at it like I have business associates.
Yeah,
like,
that's different.
like Stacy and I.
Yeah.
I talk to Stacy on business things, or
Right.
you know, getting him to come and speak. But me and Stacy don't hang out.
Right.
You know, he might say, "Okay, let's go over here and have breakfast or something, and let's talk about this." We don't even do that.
Don't do that.
You know, but it's business with us.
Business.
Now Jerome and we sit up here on talk show and talk, you know, and
Business.
everything. But it's just like that. We call each other auntie and nephew, but I know Deborah. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So that's a different thing. But
Right.
you and you watch a lot of these Tubi movies. They'll show you a lot of stuff to make you watch. You know, they really. When I look at a Tubi movie, I'm looking at it to learn people's spirits, really, how they can be so sneaky. They can be
Sneaky
really
links.
sneaky.
Very sneaky.
Sneaky, and you innocent, but you getting set up and don't even know it. You're
Right.
getting set up and you don't even know it. You
Right.
know, and people, especially if they got a reputation, you never know. Like one person, you know, we heard before we got to meet him, said, you know, he'll be trying to get your stuff.
Right. Right.
Watch out for this
You know,
person.
watch out for
'Cause
that.
they'll
So
be
if you
trying.
hear that, you're going to be a little leery being around this
That
person. You know, so you do have to
Clank.
be careful with your surroundings. If somebody came up and told you, Tera, this man is known to want to have sex with every woman. Now, how would you feel about being around him by yourself?
I mean, he can't do nothing.
Unless you agree with
I
that.
mean, so we
But they
good
come in
with-
warning you and telling you to be careful, because this man,
As long as we sitting there having an idle conversation, I'm not gonna be fearful of him.
But
So
you're
Now,
gonna
I'm
be
not.
on
I'm
the
not. Of course,
lookout.
I'm
But
not
you gonna
going
be
out
on-
on no dates with him. I'm not going out on.
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
I ain't. We ain't.
but he
nah,
might ask you to go out
I
on a
might
date.
run from him if I see him at the service station because he sound a little creepy. I might run.
But this
It
one
sound a
woman
little
said,
weird.
but this
The
other
West
woman
would
said
be-
the other day, said she had left, she was sleeping, her daughter had left the door cracked, and when she went to open the door, there was this man playing with himself, in front of her door. And we said, did you call the police? And she said, no, he was doing that, playing with himself.
He was jacking off.
Extracurricular
Activities. And I said,
Self-inflicted.
and Linda said,
Self-inflicted woman.
well, did you call the police? And she said, no, I just stood there and looked at it. And I said, you.
Well, that was maybe he know that that's the right house to come.
And the door was unlocked.
And I said, you mean you stood there? I said, that would have scared me half to death.
Exactly
I probably would have to throw something at him. That's just too crazy nowadays.
Okay, Tera,
He knew his house to come to.
That's just crazy.
The question was, well, how did it look? And she said, good.
He knew where
So
he was
she
going.
was enjoying that. So she putting herself in a
situation, yes.
where this man might come after her later on,
Right.
Because she didn't try to stop him. So
Right.
to me, it's like you inviting it in,
Right.
and stuff like that. So you putting yourself in a situation that
She told somebody a lie somewhere. Somewhere she
You think
lied.
she lied
She
too?
knew that man. She knew they.
That's what I thought too, because I helped her.
Exactly. She knew exactly what he was doing.
I
He
said,
knew
did
where
you
he
see
was
the man
going.
walking around the thing? Maybe he's been
Yeah.
watching you all this time.
She been watching him the whole time.
Tara is good. What
Okay, Tera, this one you. Wait a minute.
Well, here go another one for Tara. What
This one
Tara?
for you, Tera. Wait a minute.
Okay, babe. Just reminding you that this week I'm going to be getting myself pampered, so I'm getting my nails done, my hair done, everything done.
Nah, babe, I completely forgot I have an important gig that I cannot turn down. Big money opportunity, and I can't turn it down. I'm sorry. I know you were supposed to get your self-care done. You've been doing a lot with the kids, but I can't miss this gig.
You can miss
I'm
this.
sorry,
gig.
babe. I can't do it. Like, yo, I'm providing for this house. Like, I just can't do it. Like, it's not one of those ones that's up for negotiation.
You don't have to say-
We'll reschedule your self-care day another day. Like, right now, I just need to hold down the kids while I go out there and do what I gotta do. It's like,
So
provide
I
for
have to
the
put
family.
myself and my self-care on pause because you want to make
For
money.
another week,
We're
yes.
fine
For
about
another
money.
week.
So
Just
get
for another
another
week.
gig for another
What
week.
are you talking about? I can't. I'm
Yes,
not gonna
you
miss this
can.
gig. You know what? Opportunities come from this gig.
Do you know what
Nah.
detrimental things can
No,
happen
you're
to
fine.
me because I'm
You're
not
fine.
taking care of
You're
myself
fine.
as a
You'll be
mother,
alright.
as a wife?
You'll be
No,
alright.
I need
You've
that
got this
time.
far. Trust me, you'll be alright. 1 week is not gonna kill you. You can do this. Trust me.
You're selfish.
No, it is what it is. Like, I gotta provide
what-
for family.
okay,
I'm not
so-
gonna do some big opportunity because you wanna go do your hair, your nails, and all that stuff. It's not that important. That's
Money's not that important.
Okay, providing for this household is important.
We have
Get your
an
nails
extra-
done and all that stuff is not a necessity. You're beautiful the way you are. You don't even need all that extra stuff. You always go out of your way to do all this extra stuff, all your hair and all that stuff. You don't need all that. Be natural. You're good. Like, let me do what I gotta do. You do what you gotta do. Hold it down for the kid with the kids. When I get back, yo, you can do whatever you want. Until then, hold it down. Cool?
You messed up. Hit it.
Okay, so he was supposed to be keeping the kids. Is that what it said?
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume the kids. It was her self-care weekend, and he had a gig that he needed to do. She was reminding him that it's Friday, and then he reminded her because he didn't remember to tell her. And he wants her to cancel his plans to stay with the kids because her self-care isn't important. And I would have said fine, but when he showed up to them gig, them kids would have been sitting there, and I would have been gone.
She gonna drop the kids
Baby
off at
dropped
the
the kid,
gig.
and he would have saw his kids.
Yeah.
Let him run around on stage.
Let do something. So you
'Cause
said
I
that
would've
would
been
be your
gone.
Friday night.
See,
Nancy, that's
it. There you go.
My
Drop the
kids
kids on.
go. I'd find a babysitter. Y'all, you could go do your gig. I'm just gonna do my thing.
Let him take. It was his
Yeah.
night. Let him do it.
Right.
He can find a
But the
gig. He
thing
can find a
is
kid.
that he said he was making money for the family, and you can miss one weekend. So my thinking, I guess my thinking, mental thing is, okay, you making money for the family in order to supply my weekend spa. So yeah, you can go and do this thing, but just remember, I'm gonna do my spa every weekend, not just one time out the month. Since you making money for the house, then I'm gonna enjoy the money you making for this house and my spa.
But we don't know where she was mentally, where she needed, and that's why she
Spa.
said we don't need that money. She needed to get away. I don't know how
That's
bad the
mental
kids are.
health.
That's mental health.
Yeah,
I don't know how
that's
bad them
bad,
kids
yeah.
is. What they doing? How
But
old
she
are
already
they?
Kids
planned
probably
this,
bad
right?
as hell.
She
Yes,
planned.
she
She
had
gave him
already
enough
planned
time.
this.
So whenever he had that gig, he should have gotten the child care.
Yeah.
He should have found somebody. Where's mom and them ain't in town? Somebody. Or how old are the kids? Take them with you. Or he could have said it differently. Honey, let's see what we can do. Let me see.
Yeah,
I
let's talk
apologize.
about
I didn't
it.
tell you early enough. I want you to do this.
Well,
Do
see,
you have a
that's
friend?
Nigerian.
Do you have somebody? Well, this is for Americans. You know, just in case an American man, you know, or a regular man with some sense.
But the thing of
It
it
can't
is,
just
too,
be
yeah.
throw it on the wife because those are the kids. It's the principle here. Yeah, money is good. We want the money, but you just can't throw it on me just because I'm the wife.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do this better than that.
It has to be a better
Yeah,
plan.
it has to be a better way than
Yeah.
just throwing it on
That's
her.
another discussion they should have
Oh, yes,
done
ma'am.
before
You know.
getting married.
But I'm thinking if she's already planned this and told him about this, then why would he go and get a gig on the same
Because he
night
don't care. He's
that
selfish.
she had?
He didn't try to remember, or either spouse, either spouse
Might
didn't
have
remember
forgot.
that
Baby,
that was
I
planned.
probably
might have
would have
forgotten.
gone and got me a babysitter
That would be
and went right on to
that
that
would have
spot,
solved the issue. right
and that
there.
would have solved the issue.
That's what he should have brought to the table.
That's what he
Yeah.
should have brought
he
to
should
the
have brought that
table.
to the table.
the type of person he is. If he's controlling like that,
Yeah.
then she would have faced hell for her getting a babysitter and going at it. He would have had something to say about that.
When we would have just let him
Because
talk
you don't know
about it.
about
Yeah.
you don't know these babysitters.
It would have been all that because
But see, sound like he didn't want her to go nowhere.
That's
Because he
it, that's
said it
it.
wasn't that important
Yeah.
for
Your
her
hair,
to do
you
that.
always
So
look
he
like
didn't
it.
care about her looking nice
what
or
he say,
anything
be
like
natural
that.
anywhere. Where you
Yeah,
what
yeah.
he say?
You
natural.
always doing
But
something.
instead of
with
him
you.
saying, okay, babe, I want you to look good. I want you to go out there. I want you to go and do this. I'll keep the kids. Forget it. I'll cancel the gig. Sound like to me that he didn't want her to go out and
Gig or
beautify
no
herself.
gig. And it sounds
and
like
everything.
he just didn't really prefer her at all.
He's controlling.
Yeah.
Even if
And that's really why
selfish, inconsiderate.
yeah, that is. And that's
What's that
Asshole.
What'd you say?
The asshole.
North,
that's about
North
it.
asshole. Is that what you said?
Narcissistic.
But you know what? The
narc
thing
ass.
too, that's reason why it's
What
so
that song Cardi
important.
B said? She said your mama raised a bitch. Oh, yes, she did. Oh, Lord Jesus.
What'd you say?
She's speaking another language. But you know what? This is why it's
thought of that
so
Cardi B
important
song.
that
to
one.
get to know the person before you jump into something.
That is so
You know,
true.
try to get to know them a little bit
That's
before
true.
you jump into any situation.
Yeah, but you can know people forever and a day.
And they're
And they
still
still
surprised.
change.
And
They
they are
still
surprised.
That you
surprised.
ain't lying,
Living
they're
hell out.
still
Because you
surprised.
gotta realize, unless you have a strong, firm foundation, rooted in something that's stable, like the Word of God, you at work 40 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
You're hearing everybody talk about all these different things, and sometimes you take on what's happening at work,
Mm-hmm.
and you forget about your commitment at home. You get around other people who sound like they understand everything that you go through, and they really don't. They're just trying to break up your home because
Right.
either they don't have anything, or they're envious or jealous of what you have with your relationship. And it can happen with a wife too, and it can happen with a husband. You got an office wife, office husband.
Office wife, office husband.
Yeah,
they
they
say
have
that.
that crap.
When they say that, people say, "Oh, that's my office husband,"
Yeah.
and they'll buy them lunch.
Oh,
or
really?
Yeah.
I like work boyfriends.
Are you kidding?
Tara was
That's
like,
a
"You don't."
work boyfriend, but
And
they
Tara
just
was like, "You
friend,
don't."
right? Are y'all
Just friends. I
they
don't
friend
know what
boy.
they- what
You
these
don't say
other
boyfriend no
boyfriends-
more. It's friend boy now. It's a friend boy, 'cause if you say boyfriend, they think
What
you dated
separates
him.
your work boyfriend from Pete over in the other cubicle?
Cause we cool. We probably hang out. We good. We eat lunch together.
Y'all eat donuts and lunch,
Yeah,
and y'all sit
'cause he
beside each other at all the
cool.
meetings.
Are they married?
No.
Oh.
You don't know if they married or not.
Tara.
Now, if they married, then that's
He's
your
just
that's
my
your
work boyfriend.
that's your
I don't know
work
what happened
husband.
when he get off work.
Now, let's Terry, if they married, it's your husband work. What's
Your
called
work
work
They call him
husband.
work husband.
If you marry, it's your work husband.
if he's married,
Yeah.
and you're married,
Married, it's like that.
Yeah.
But not. But she said boyfriend.
But there are some single women who said that
That's
was
right.
if the man was married, the lady
That's
at work
still
would
their
still
husband.
say that's my work husband. Because I used to do swing out, and I started doing swing out, and the guy used to say. Swing, they would say swing wife, swing husband. I say ain't nobody here. My husband he paying some bills. So no, we not doing this no more. And I just stopped
That's the
swinging.
problem because y'all couple up
Yeah.
when y'all swing out.
I said no, we don't call nobody
It
husband.
know
ain't gotta
that's
be
right.
called all that.
But that's what they
But
did.
they called them that.
And then sometimes when we were swinging and they started saying all this husband stuff, they will hold you in an
and a
uncompromising,
husband,
Oh,
right?
in a
Yeah.
uncompromising
Yeah.
way. And
Right.
I'm just like, no, wait a minute, not for $3.
I have like
Not for $3. What about $2?
These lessons ain't that expensive. Then we're gonna have to cut this out. I didn't go back to my. I was like, no, I don't want to do all that.
you
No,
have
that's a
coworkers that
violation.
click though. You have coworkers that you get along with,
But you're not
and
dating
y'all
them,
might
though.
eat lunch with.
But I don't use
Why are you dating them?
y'all click.
I don't
Y'all
use
talk
that
about
terminology.
things.
Are you dating them?
No, of
But
course
I don't
not.
So
say
you
all
were
the
just-
time.
But that's not technically that's not the term of a work boyfriend or a work husband.
Husband.
They done took this stuff all out of
Out of
proportion.
context, yeah.
Way
People
out of
have.
context.
People have.
Yeah.
They have because according to one video I saw, they going off and at
Oh,
lunch
no.
doing other
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
That's
that's
not
what
what
that's
I-
different.
That's
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 not what I
different.
consider a work
Yeah.
boyfriend or a work
Yeah.
husband. It's just
That's
a
just work home.
coworker
Can you
that
say
that
that-
you click with.
That you
and
just friend,
But
Well,
can you
chilling,
say
yeah.
that in front of that other person's wife, husband, spouse,
Mm-hmm.
or girlfriend, boyfriend? Can you take a pause of work and you introduce him to Bobby and say, "This is my work husband, and this is my husband, Apostle, that run the church." I mean, like, what would he do if you took him somewhere and said, "Well, this is my work husband"?
that's I'm not gonna. I wouldn't do that.
See, I
I'm
wouldn't
saying,
even.
see,
I wouldn't
yeah,
even
I
use
wouldn't
that's
do it
our,
because
our facility with the
And that's what I
coworker.
told.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was saying to the lady
we
who did
would
it.
eat lunch
Because
Nice-
if you come
nice
to the
lunch
office and
together.
a wife hear that, she could just be in the
Yeah.
lobby and hear that.
But they can put thoughts in their mind, even though it's just a friendly whatever.
Yes.
But when you
Turn,
say
Jesse.
work husband, to me,
That
I'm
mean-
gonna be doing things that I would do with my husband.
Exactly.
That's how I would look at it. Work husband. I wouldn't do
Office
that.
husband.
I ain't gonna do it no way. But what do you
The
think
term.
of work husband? I didn't hear that till we brought this up on a talk show before. Work
They were saying
husband
it
and
work
work
for us for
wife.
years.
Really?
Yeah,
I
that's
never
been
heard
going
that
on.
before.
East side, I heard.
Oh, that's East Side. Lord have mercy. Ain't no telling what's going on.
I
East
ain't
Side.
telling
But
you
I've
that.
never
That's
heard
way
that
too
work
far.
husband
Too
stuff.
far.
Yeah, I
Don't
don't
take
like
it too
that.
far.
I don't like that
That's
either.
I don't like
way
that.
too-
No, I don't have no work
I
husband.
wouldn't disrespect no woman like that.
Yeah.
You know, but you got
Yeah.
women out there that will do that and they don't think. But that's another topical topic. Okay. All right, we're going to have fashion by Kimberley. We love having these conversations, so
Always.
it make you think. If you're doing this, then maybe you need to think how it's going to affect the life of the husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever. So you have to not put yourself in a certain situation so that other people will be saying, oh, they got something going on. It might be innocent.
Yeah.
But you put yourself in a situation where people may think that, and it goes, and you know people love to gossip. So they see you going out with Tom, Dick, and Harry every day. Eventually, you're going to be Tom, Dick, and Harry, girlfriend, work, wife, or whatever. So just be careful. And if it's a man and you're doing the same thing, you're going to be Sally Mae Jane, husband, work husband. So be careful on that situation, okay? So at this time, we're going to be fashioned by Kimberley.
And it's enough when women come to church trying to take your hand.
Oh, yeah, they will.
Lord have mercy.
All right, Kimberley, I
Pass the
love
fire
that
in the church.
beautiful blouse that she has on. Isn't that pretty? That you can wear that with pink, fuchsia, red, or whatever, but the
That's
black
right, 'cause it's
pants
purple, it's
and
pink,
that
it's
is so
orange.
pretty.
It has all those colors-
Isn't that
colors in
pretty?
it.
You can wear that with so many different.
look like
It looks
red.
like it's got purple in it.
Purple,
Ain't
maybe,
that
is
purple?
red?
You can wear purple with that. You can wear black. You can wear pink.
Now it's that red. That's purple, red, and
Red,
fuchsia.
Fuchsia. So you can do at least
I
5
like
different
that.
outfits
Yeah.
with that
I
one
like-
blouse.
I like
Yeah,
that.
you can do at least
See, I
5
like that.
different outfits, and that's the reason why I like multicolors. Because you can end up with more outfits, and people be
I like
thinking
that.
you done changed your outfit, and then the shoes.
Oh my God, you on both shoes.
Oh, she's doing that with Otis. Oh, those are beautiful. Oh, I like that. Look at how many
Yeah, check it
straps.
out.
Oh,
Let me
it's
see,
3
let me see.
straps.
Oh, I like that.
Oh my goodness, those are beautiful.
I love those.
And she
sporty
can
toes.
really walk in those things so good. What a purse, what a purse. I like that. Oh, this guy. Those are the little G thing. They look like a G.
Gucci.
Oh, did that come with the shirt?
No.
Oh, it did. Okay. Oh, okay. That is so. Oh, and I love the purse. The glitter is on the purse. The
You say
black.
it's shoe deal?
Shoot, that's beautiful. And always her glasses and everything match up so beautiful.
wear them too.
Even her watch is matching today. So that could be at least five to six different outfits, y'all. Thank you, Kimberley, for doing that.
I will find you some shoes like
Oh,
that.
pull it out. She said you can also pull it out and
Oh,
change
it's
the whole
longer.
outfit. Look at that. Oh, now
yeah,
that
yeah,
is
that's
beautiful,
cute.
isn't it?
I like that.
I like that.
That
And
is
look, oh
cute.
man, look how dressy that
That's
is.
nice.
Now she could go to a banquet or something
Oh,
dressy
girl,
with that. Go, girl. All right, go, girl. I
like,
love
yeah,
that. That is beautiful. You see how
Imani
she
gave me this.
That was who?
You know, I said, if y'all want to give me something to wear, Imani gave me this at work. She said, I got something for you. I got something for you. So thank you, Imani. Shout out to Imani.
All right, good.
That's
You see, that
good.
went from one outfit to 2 outfits.
Just like that.
Just like that. So you can always design your clothes and different things, mix and match, and come up with your own fashion. So
Yes.
do that. And
Do
if you
that.
want Kim to have something, you want to bring it here, you can,
Want me to
okay?
wear it? Bring it on, bring
All
it on,
right,
bring
bring
it
it
on,
on.
bring it
She will
on.
fashion your
I will-
clothes for
yes,
you.
for you.
You have a boutique or anything like that, and you want her to fashion, hey, contact Kimberly. Give her an outfit
When I
and
start
let
making
her
my clothes,
fashion.
Kim, you gonna
Okay.
wear 'em.
But thank you, Tara. Thank you.
There
thank
you go.
thank you.
All right. Thank you all for our conversation. And remember, with
I get my
those beautiful
paycheck so I can
outfits,
buy
you
a-
can also take
So
beautiful
cheap.
pictures, okay?
Yes.
And those beautiful pictures can be with the Kirk booth. You can rent the Kirk booth. You can buy the Kirk booth. You can just keep it for a month, a year, whatever. We have prices for that. But if you have a special event that's coming up, you can rent it. We're very reasonable, but you get beautiful, beautiful pictures and all of those good things. We do props. We make special props for your occasion that you get to keep. You get all the prints at the end of your event.
Yes.
So check us out at www.thekirkbooth.com. Also, we make plats. Again, we make beautiful t-shirts like this one here that says what? God don't play with about me. We can design. This was designed by one of our members, a special to Danielle. And so if you have a t-shirt that you would like for us to design, send it to Kirk Inspiration at www.kirkinspirations.com. And we would love for you to come and join us on Chat Chit. If your topic is topical, we will put that on our agenda, okay? Always remember, we're on Mondays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. And if you would like to join us, come to 2401 West Pioneer Parkway, Suite 109, in this great little city called Pantingo, Texas.
Pantingo, yes.
All righty, thank you so much. And we love you until we see you what? Face to face. Check us out now. Good night.
Good night.
We love you guys. Thanks for watching. We need you to subscribe. We're
Good night,
1,000
Good night,
subscribers. So
Helen.
please subscribe and let us know. You might win a prize. Thank you. Bye-bye.